All right, Coach Drew here. Welcome back to MTB Fitness. Today we're going to talk about hydration and cycling, the often overlooked performance enhancer. So why do I say it's often overlooked? First of all, I see this a lot in clients. They don't drink enough water and it affects them quite a bit. And so I'm going to really touch up on why it's so important today. So we're going to talk a little bit about first, we're going to talk about the research behind it and why you might want to do it. There's actually could be a 5 to 7% difference if you don't hydrate properly. Again, 5 to 7%, that's huge. I'm also going to go into the importance of why it's so important in mountain bike racing specifically. We're going to talk about the cardiovascular system, we're talking about something called stroke volume, and we're talking about something called cardiac drift, which is related to the decrease in performance and why it happens. And then we're going to talk about how you're going to go about doing it. The reason why I want to go over all this is because I want you to understand how to do it and also why we're doing it. By understanding that, you're more likely to do it. So we're going to discuss everything. This isn't just some BS that I'm throwing out there. I'm going to actually show you the science behind it and what is happening so that you understand that and are more likely to do it. So here we go. Research, not something new. In this article specifically, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, it states significant evidence documents the deleterious effects of hypohydration. Hypohydration meaning lack of water on endurance exercise performance. Plain and simple, there's significant evidence, and there has been significant evidence for a long time that hypohydration, meaning lack of hydration during endurance performance, decreases it significantly. Conclusions: decreases in endurance performance, and there's decreases all around. And this article is going to show up. So here's the article. This is taken from Sports Med in 2007. Unfortunately, I do not have a hyperlink for this. You're just going to have to look it up yourself if you want to find it, because this is actually from a sports medicine journal. I don't have the hyperlink for it, and you have to get access to it. But it's from Sports Med 2017. It's called Hydration and Muscular Performance. Does fluid balance affect strength, power, and high intensity endurance? Here is all of the research. So this is actually a summary article. And the reason I put this up is there's actually 101 references. So once again, there's significant evidence that this is going to affect you quite a bit. So they pulled, this specific research article actually looks at 101 different articles and pulls a summary based off it. So it's a good one, a great reference because of that. Here's what I just mentioned. This is the exact same quote. Significant scientific evidence documents deleterious effects of hypohydration or reduced total body water on endurance performance. They also researched, this specific article actually looked into strength, power, and high intensity endurance, which we're going to jump into right here. It says when you are looking at those, you also shows that it negatively influences muscular strength, power, and high intensity endurance. Meaning basically, this is going to affect you all around. Not only is it going to affect your endurance, it's going to affect your muscular strength, it's going to affect your power, it's going to affect your high intensity endurance. So why wouldn't you get this down right? You do all the work to get your fitness so high, and then if you come into a race and you lose 5 to 7% because you're not hydrated properly throughout it, you just basically neglected all the hard work you just did. So let's work into this a little bit more and talk about what you're actually going to see if you don't get this down.